everyone. This is Sonali. I am having overall 10 years of experience in the IT. And in my career journey, I have guided many working professionals, those who are stuck in their career, they want to switch or they want to transition from one role to another role. And I guided multiple students who are not able to crack the interview because of the real time experience, because of they don't understand the scenario based questions who are asking interviewer is asking in the interview. So because of that, they are getting the rejected. And if you are one of them, if you are also facing the same situation and no one is there to help you, you can just ping me on LinkedIn. I will be help you. So now let's start today's project. So this project you can add in your resume itself. So I will switch off my camera and I will start. So today we are going to see one of the real-time automation project. Today we are going to see this project, that is the CI/CD project, fully automated. We are going to create one CI/CD pipeline through the Jenkins, and through the Jenkins we are going to deploy our application in the GKE cluster. This is the project. So let's see in detail what are the things we are going to do it here and how we are going to do it. So first, we need a GCP account. So consider this is your GCP account. And in the GCP account, we are going to create one virtual machine. And we are going to create one cluster. This cluster, you can create a 2-node or a 3-node. It's depending on you. This is cluster, I am creating 2-node cluster. This is the virtual machine. Okay. In this virtual machine, we are going to install all the tools which require and, to perform our session. First, we are going to install here Google Cloud CLI. Then we are going to install Java. Then we are going to install Maven. Then we are going to install Jenkins. Then we are going to install some plugins which is required to authenticate the GCP account. And we are going to install the kubectl. So these are the things we require. So now this is our infra. Once infra is ready, then we will go for the next. So consider our Jenkins server is up and running. So consider this is our Jenkins server. And through the Jenkins server, we are going to deploy our application in the Kubernetes cluster. And whatever the image we are going to build with the Docker, that image we are going to push into the Docker Hub. So consider this is a Docker Hub. So we cannot directly push the image to Docker Hub, and we cannot deploy directly our application to GKE cluster. Before pushing the image to Docker Hub, we need to do some integration, right? So we have to integrate first Jenkins with Docker Hub, and first we need to have integrate with GKE cluster with our Jenkins. For that, we are going to create a authentication. In the Jenkins, we are going to create a credentials so that Jenkins will authenticate with the Docker Hub, and same with the GCP. So here also we are going to create a credential as a GCP login. And here we can give a name as a Docker login. So it will be easy to understand. These credentials we are going to create in the Jenkins. So then we are going to create a pipeline. Once we are ready with the credentials, then through the pipeline, we are going to push our image from here to Docker Hub, and we are going to deploy our application to directly to GKE cluster. This is the overall idea. I hope you understand. Right? You can confirm me in the chat box. Okay, so now we will see step by step hands-on how we have to do it. So what are the steps we have to perform? These are all the steps we are going to do it. First, I will explain the steps, then you will understand. First, we need to create a virtual machine, as I told now. You can choose Ubuntu image for that virtual machine in the GCP cloud itself and allow the firewall inbound rules. And then once your machine is ready, then create your cluster. For creating the cluster, you have to go in the computing service of GCP and then go into the cluster, click on create cluster, and then switch to the standard cluster so you can manage your cluster on your own way. So here you can give the name for your cluster and choose the location, and then how many nodes you want, choose here and create the cluster. Once your cluster is ready, then connect that cluster and check if your cluster is up and running. You can check through this command also, kubectl get nodes. And then once the cluster is ready, then you have to go for your virtual machine for installation of all the tools. Okay, so in the virtual machine, first you need to install Google CLI. So you can go through this official website, or you can follow the below step, which is copy pasted from this official website itself. So first we are going to update, and then we are going to install. We have to do all the step by step, then initialization, and then we have to authenticate. So once you do write this command, then you will get like this URL. You just need to copy this URL and paste like in this browser. Once you paste, you have to follow, authenticate your Gmail ID, and then you will get this code. You have to copy this code and you have to paste it here in the browser, in front of browser world. So then your account will get verified. Then you need to install the Java, then update the machine and then install, verify the Java is installed or not. And then you need to install the Jenkins. You have to add the repository and install the Jenkins and enable and start it. And in which machine you are going to install the Jenkins, in that machine you need to open 8080 port. Then you can access the Jenkins using that machine's public IP address and port number. And then you have to authenticate. You have to ask this detailed authentication password details in your virtual machine, which you install the Jenkins, copy paste and install the suggested plugins there, and then start it. And then once our Jenkins is started, then you have to create the user, and your Jenkins is up and running. Then install the Maven. For building to build our project, we need a Maven. So check the Maven is installed successfully or not, and then install the Docker. Just copy paste as it is. Steps: install the Docker repository, then update and install it, and verify the Docker is installed. Then you add the Docker in Jenkins in Docker group, and then restart the Jenkins. Once this is done, then you need to create a service account. So once you because we need to authenticate our GCP account with the Kubernetes cluster. For that purpose, we need this. Through the IAM, we need to give the permissions, and then our JSON file will get created. Through this command, we can generate our JSON file, and that JSON file you have to open it as a readable format like this. You will get the content. You just have to copy this content and create one text file from this content. And you need to add the plugins. These plugins which is required for the authentication purpose. And then create a credentials. As I told previously, we need a credentials. We have to create a credentials to authentication purpose. So first we are going to create a credentials for the GCP account. Then you have to open Jenkins. Then go inside the Jenkins dashboard. Then you have to go here in the manage Jenkins. Then you click on the credentials. Then click on the system. Then you have to click here as a global credentials. Then you have to enter all our details here, because already we have created a text file. So we are going to choose secret file, and then this is the text file which we created from the JSON file. So you have to choose that file here and give the ID as a GCP login. You can give any ID, but for understanding purpose, I have given this ID. And same type, you have to give these details, and then configure the Jenkins, whatever plugins we require. That is the Kubernetes plugins, Docker pipeline, GitHub integration. These plugins we require. Just install and restart your Jenkins. Once this done, then we need to install kubectl by following the steps. Once this done, then verify it is installed properly or not. And then second, we have to create a Docker credentials as well. The same steps which we have to follow. We have to go to the dashboard, manage Jenkins, and in that we have to go credentials. Click on system, then click on global credentials. These credentials which we already created for the GCP authentication purpose. Then we have to create a Docker authentication purpose, another credentials. So first we have to choose as a username and password. In the username, you have to add your Docker Hub username, and in the password section, you have to add your Docker Hub password and the give ID, Docker login, and description same. So these are the things we have to do. So let's do these things practically. At the time being, I have created virtual machine with the infra, and that is up and running with the Jenkins, and I have created cluster as well. So in the Jenkins, now we are going to create a credentials, so you will get an idea. So my Jenkins is up and running. Now I will go to the manage Jenkins. Here in the credentials, in the system, to click here global credentials. Then you have to click add credentials. Then for the first GCP account, you have to choose secret file. Then choose the file which you stored in your local. This is my file which I stored. Then I will add ID as a GCP login and same description and create. And same we have to create another one for Docker purpose. So we are going with username and password. So here we have to enter our Docker Hub username and Docker Hub password. Then ID and same as a description. How to create. So we are ready with our credentials. So we can create our pipeline. Click on new item. Here you can give the name project 1 and select pipeline. Click on OK. So here I'm going to give my Jenkins file in the script section in the pipeline. So I will tell you what is this pipeline and how we have created the pipeline. What are the things we are going to do using this pipeline? So we have to apply and save. And then click on build now. Then you will see here your logs. So till our pipeline is built, we will see what is our exactly Jenkins pipeline. In this pipeline, we have as a globally, we have declared these variables. So Docker login, this is ID which we given in the our credentials, and this is my Docker Hub repository DevOps, and this is my username. So here we whatever image is going to build, this image is going to store here. So this is the repository. My all code, application code is available. Then through the Maven, this application is going to build. After that, Docker is going to push that image from here, from Jenkins to Docker Hub, and then we are going to deploy our application in the Kubernetes. Here we have used the GCP login for authentication purpose. And we have to give our location and project ID. GCP, our account project ID, we have to give it. So this is through it, and we have exposed this as a service as a load balancer. So we can access it as a externally. So this is our so our pipeline is running. We can see our GUI view as well. So here also we can see, and we can see the logs as well. What are the things is going to execute it? You will get all the information here. See, its build is happening. So if your pipeline gets failed, or if you get some error, so that also you will get here. So you will get to know where pipeline is getting failed, what is problem. So that things you will get here. So pipeline is running on. We'll wait for 2 minutes, and then we will see the output. This is my virtual machine up and running. And this is my Kubernetes cluster, which is already I have created. This is my project ID. This ID we have given in the Jenkins pipeline. Our build is going on. So till the time our build is going on, I will explain you how career byte code is helping and what is exactly career byte code. So you will get an idea about the career byte code. Okay. So this is our platform. Here we are guiding the people who are stuck and who are getting rejected because of they don't have the real-time project knowledge. So here we are not only having the real-time project, we are having all the things in one place. We are having Cloud DevOps training here, and if you see, we are having the real-time projects. As of now, if you consider for Cloud DevOps, we are having 379 project which is done. See, I will open one of the project. Here we have given the problem statement, because first you need to understand why this is important, what is exactly which scenario you are going to use this concept, this project. For that purpose, we have prepared in this format problem statement, then why we need to use this, when we have to use this, and what are the challenges you are going to face during that project, and what are the prerequisites required, and advantages and disadvantages. and then step-by-step execution of the real-time projects. With the proper screenshot, all the details we have created the project. So see, and the last conclusion. All the baby steps we have provided here. I will open another project also, so you will get an idea. See the problem statement, why we need this, when we have to use these challenges, what are we are going to face, and prerequisite advantages, disadvantages, and then step-by-step execution with the proper detailed explanations. So if you do this project, you will not going to get reject in the interviews because you have done multiple projects. And as of now, Cloud DevOps, we are having 379 project in Cloud DevOps. If you go other, we are having the project for full stack. We are having the project for AI data, and we are having the project in the testing as well. So if you consider on this project, we are having more than 800 plus project here. So if you are also getting rejected because of the project, you can just DM me on LinkedIn. I will help you out. So let's see. Our build is completed now. Docker build is happening. See, this image is pushing on our Docker hub. So I will show my Docker hub as well. So you will get to know how image is getting pushed. Where this image is exactly getting pushed. So see, this is my repository and this is my username for the Docker Hub. And right now, here we don't have any image. So once this step is completed, then I will show you the image which already exists, which is having pushed into from Jenkins to Docker Hub. So that also I will show you. So why this windows you are able to see? Because I have installed a pipeline plugin, pipeline stage view plugin. Because of that, you are viewing this such a beautiful GUI. So our pipeline is executed successfully. You see here successes. You are able to see success. So then our project is executed successfully. So let's see. So in Kubernetes, we will see. Okay. So see, we have pet clinic. This service we have exposed as a load balancer and it is assigned the external IP. So just copy this external IP address and I am going to paste it here. Just click on continue. See, our application is up and running. So, and I will show you a Docker Hub as well. So our image is pushed here. See, you will see the latest image here. So like this. So if now project is completed, you can add this project to your resume also. You will get means here we are covering the CI/CD automation part through the CI/CD pipeline. We are deploying the project in cluster. So if you have any questions, I'm open to ask you. You can ask me the questions, no problem. And one surprise for you, if you create one post by you have attended this online project session, and if you tag me as well as Career by Code, we will give you 1 week Career by Code platform subscription. So you will explore the things, you can do the projects. So if you want, just create a post and DM me. So I can give you the access. So if you have any questions, you can ask. You can ask in chat box. You can give your questions in the chat box. Otherwise, you can unmute yourself if you have any question, if you want to ask. Okay. If you don't have any questions, okay, I just came a minute. What are the steps you did in the summary? Okay. So, what are the steps we did? I will tell you. I'm considering as a GCP as a GCP Cloud account. In the GCP Cloud account, I have created one virtual machine. This is GCP Cloud. And in this GCP Cloud, I have created one virtual machine. Created one virtual machine and created one cluster. Okay, this cluster you can create a 2 node or 3 node. In this virtual machine, I have installed all the things like Google CI, Docker, all the things I installed here, and through this Jenkins server machine, I have deployed the application in the Kubernetes cluster, and I have pushed the image into the Docker app. This is overall project. So yes, still if you have any questions, you can ask me here. Okay. If you don't have the questions, then thank you so much for attending.